What's up, guys? Hellish Hero Toy Reviews doing another Transformer review, this time on Transformers Universe, Micro-masters um, Devastator. Um, so this figure is old. This came out, I think, like the early 2000s, 2003, I want to say, maybe. Um, I got this figure pre-owned a couple years ago, like almost almost 4 years ago now. Um, I love Devastator. I love combiners. Period. I have a lot of combiners in my collection, but I love Devastator. I've wanted the G1 toy for years. I've always had opportunities to kind of get one, but I've always kind of passed. Um, Yeah, I have a Legends. I no, I not Legends. I have, I have the KO Combiner Wars Devastator, which is his G2 colors. I have two other Devastator knockoffs. So in total, I have four Devastator figures, but three of them are knockoffs. One of them I will show later on in this video as a size comparison. So this is the only official Devastator I have. So yes, Transformers Universe Micromasters was a, I guess, yeah, you could say it was like a Cyberverse toy line, or Cyberverse before it was Cyberverse, so to speak. Which was just, yeah, just legend figures. I think they did non-combining characters as well. I'm not entirely sure, but they did Superion, Constructicons. They may have done Menasor. Uh, I think they may have done the Combaticons, and I think they did Raiden, who was a Japanese only combiner, who appeared in the Japanese version of the Generation One cartoon. Those Raiden is train bots, I would really like to get. I really like to get that one and Superion as well. Um, but yeah, I don't remember how much I paid for this guy. It may have been close to like $50, but I think I had a coupon at the time, so I don't know how much I paid for this, but I know it wasn't too expensive. He kind of goes for a lot now, especially new in box, or new in packaging. Because the cool thing about this set was that they were all separate, I believe. I'm not sure if any of the characters came in like two packs, but I'm pretty sure they were all single carded figures, and each figure came with like a piece that you would need to put Devastator together. Now, some of the characters' names were changed for whatever reason. I don't know if it was because of copyright at the time, but as far as this video goes, I'll just refer to them as their traditional Generation 1 names. But yeah, he's solid. At the time I got him, I was really kind of getting into Legend figures because I do like the Legend toys. Legend Transformers are cool. I think the Transformer Prime figures, Legend figures, and the movie The Dark of the Moon Legend figures are probably the best ones we ever got. Um, and the last night had some decent ones as well. Um, but yeah, he's just cool. Like I said, I love the Constructicons. I love Devastator. I love the green and purple, two of my favorite colors. You know, it stands out, pops. As far as the G1 toy goes, I would like to get that at some point, maybe a reissue. I know there have been like upgrades for the G1 toy throughout the years, so I kind of prefer to get it with the upgrades, but the upgrades are old, so I don't know if that'll happen. But yeah, he's just cool. You know, he's solid. Really, my only gripe with this toy, of course, he's old, so some pieces are going to be, you know, a little loose, unfortunately. And I got him pre-owned. Like, for example, you see this arm is kind of loose. Um, but yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. But like I said, he's old. I mean, you can still get some play out of him. He's really just a display piece. Like I said, if you had him on a shelf or something, um, so you had him on a shelf, I think he would, you know, he'd just make a nice display piece. If you had like a little desk or something, these figures would just make a nice, you know, distraction or a nice display piece on a work desk or something. I've kind of had this guy just sitting in storage, but I feel bad about, kind of like with some of my other figures. He's a solid figure, you know. Yeah, I really dig him. I do like the Devastator. He doesn't look like traditional Devastator. He kind of looks like kind of like a Super Sentai robot. Um, which I think they reused this mold. Yeah, I think they reused this entire mold of figures for another recolor Autobot who may have been an original combiner. I'm not sure, but I do like the aesthetic. He has like a anime like Super Sentai anime robot kind of vibe to him. Um, but yeah, he's just solid. But like I said, my only gripes really um, is that the individual characters don't come with their own weapons. That's really my only gripe. Uh, so yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Um, but outside of that, I mean, like I said, he's fine. Honestly, like I said, I got mine loose, so you know, like there's some paint scuffs in areas, but it's not that bothersome to me really. And like I said, some loose joints, but you know, this figure was like 10 plus years old, so you know, yeah, so you know, I'm not complaining, but I still think it holds up. I think he's a very charming Legends figure, you know. And we have gotten some Legend combiners since this line of figures, but they're kind of hit or miss. I have another one from the Transformers Prime Cyberverse line. I have Abominus, who was a decent, you know, decent figure, decent combiner. So I may show that off. That actually would have made a good comparison with this figure, but I didn't think to pull him out and put them together. Um, but yeah, so I'll go ahead and show the individual robots. Another cool thing about this set, these pieces, like the pieces that you use to make the feet and the fist, and you know, the torso of Devastator. They do have some play gimmicks, which are fairly cool. You don't really see that too much anymore. So yeah, so the feet, the fist, the gun are all separate. Um, to me personally, I just feel like this is kind of like a modern take on the G1 toy with slightly more articulation. Keyword slightly. Um, But yeah, like I said, I just think it's a fun figure. If I was a kid and I had, you know, I had gotten this, I think I would have had a lot of fun with it. And this part does disconnect. So, like I said, a lot of pieces go together to make this figure come, you know, come to life, so to speak. So yeah, really quick, I will show. You know, I got all of them here. You can't you can't see it, but take my word for it. I will show the play gimmick. It's been a while since I've done this, so let's see. I think you put the fist on the side of the torso, and the wings, the chest piece kind of hides the fist, and the black part. So these parts stick out, as you can see. Um, so like the wings kind of hide the fist a little bit. And so far, it looks like a big gun or ship. Um, let's see. How does this go? What am I doing wrong? I know these pieces are supposed to go on the side. I don't know. So I don't know how to get it to go on there. Maybe this goes in. I don't think that's right. Like, I haven't done this in so long, I don't entirely remember. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the fist, use the fist to connect. Maybe it does go on like that. I think, you know, I think there are a few reviews for this set, but they're old. So I might go check on those reviews, see if I did it right. I think this may be how you do it. Yeah, I think. Like I said, it kind of looks backwards. Um, Yeah, sorry about that. I don't entirely remember how to do it, but yeah, you can see it kind of you kind of make a ship, and that's really cool. And I can't remember. I think maybe the head. I think you just you know or remove the head entirely, but you see just flip the head on the back. And one thing about the Devastator head, I will say, I do like that he has purple eyes. I don't think Devastator had purple eyes. I think he had red eyes in the G1 show, and in the original G1 toy had yellow eyes. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Um, Here we have, let's see. Here we have Scavenger. I believe this is Scavenger. He's pretty basic. Like I said, he's a charming toy, but you see, he has these wheels on the in the front. So his fist can't. You can't really pose his fist all that much. Well, you can put him over like this, but you see, you could put the fist over like this, but it looks weird because the wheels they won't go all the way down. So it looks like he just has his arms up in the air like that. So that's unfortunate. He looks funny. He does look silly. This figure, like I said, he's okay. The face, you can make out a face. Yeah, you can make out a face. Like I said, unfortunately, there are kind of scratches and or missing paint in areas, and he looks like he's missing some paint on his nose. But you can kind of make out a nose and some eyes and a mouth. So yeah, but I believe Scavenger is the leader of the Constructicons. And here we have, I believe this is Hook. Um, no, Hook and I think this is Scrapper. Hook and Scrapper have, in my opinion, have better. Let's see. Yeah, in my opinion, these two have better faces. I don't think they're gonna come in that well on screen, unfortunately. But take my word for it. These two probably have the nicest looking faces out of all the figures, I think. So let's see. Um, hmm. I know there's a way you can stand them on here. Like I said, maybe the ship I didn't do properly, but you're supposed to be able to plug some of the figures on the ship. As you can see, I got Scavenger displayed in there. So you're supposed to be able to have two other characters on the side where the use the Devastator feats platforms. Um, but yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's creative. Kind of make like a little mini play set. So I appreciate that creativity. Instead of just having the pieces off to the side, they actually have a purpose outside of the combiner mode. So like I said, Scavenger, uh, Hook. Let's see. I believe this is Scrapper. Um, I believe this is. Yeah, I know who this is. This is Bone Crusher, I believe. No, Bone Crusher has a nice face. And like I said, the paint for the most part is solid. The green, the black, the purple, it's all nice. Um, yeah, Bone Crusher has a nice face. Yeah, briefly show everybody. Um, this is Mix-master, who's one of my favorites. Yeah, he has a nice face too. He has a nice face too. So really, the only one who doesn't have a good face is, like I said, is Scavenger. Unfortunately, but everybody else, yeah, I like his. Everybody else has a nice, decent face. Um, Lastly, we have Long Haul, who usually would make the torso or the waist piece of Devastator, but in this figure, he makes up one of the legs. Um, yeah, he's cool. He's cool. He kind of has a mouth plate, but he has eyes. So, So, like I said, they're all decent. They're just, like I said, they're very charming toys. I find them to be very, very charming little figures. Another thing that I kind of consider a con is that these figures, you can only get them as you can only get, like I said, I think they were only like single carded. So if you were a kid and you were buying these, I mean 2003, these are legend toys. I don't know how much they went for. Um, like I said, you wouldn't be able to get them all, I think. Um, you know, so yeah. Compared to if you were an adult buying these, you could just buy them whenever you wanted or whatever. But like I said, I don't know how much they were going for back then, but that's that I can see that kind of being a con, like I said, with buying these type of figures. Um, I stupidly took them apart without showing the size comparisons, but get an idea, here's my lovely G1 Blitzwing. Um, Here's the size of the ship. So I think they're taller than Blitzwing. And see, here we have one next to him. So you can see how small they are. So Micro-masters. Um, Another comparison. I should have did this before I took them apart. Here they are with Braun, who I probably will give his own review because Braun is a very nice figure. So see Long Haul and Braun. So you see everyone else topples them when they're uh, little, when they're just robot modes. But in combiner mode, yeah, they're a big deal. I think they're even taller than my last night slug, I believe. Let's see. And yeah, the transformations are easy. You're really just kind of folding them, so to speak. Um, just kind of folding them. And yeah, not too hard. Um, so yeah, if you're interested, I say get them just for the sheer just uniqueness of them. I mean, these type of figures, we probably, like I said, we may not get something like this. I mean, we technically we got the Creo figures, which were cool. I have one of the Creo combiners. I did want to get Devastator, but I never got him. I think those figures are kind of pricey now. So yeah. Um, but yeah. They did make. I'm trying to think. They did make. Um, let's see. Yeah, so they did make a Legends Revenge of the Fallen Devastator, which also got a Generation 1 color scheme. So you can see them. You see, we have a Long Haul. So, yeah, Long Haul. Like I said, the Decepticon logos are all nice. We have Mixmaster. And we have Scrapper. Um, which is a cool toy because the articulation. We have Bone Crusher, who's nice, and we have Hook. Like I said, it's fun because you have the articulation right here, and we have the leader Scavenger. Um, so like I said, these figures are awesome. Like I said, I feel bad for having them in storage because they really are just very just fun, charming little figures. You know, and yeah, like I said, you can put the Devastator pieces together and make a little ship. Awesome. So I just really dig this figure. Like I said, I was going to show him. I didn't think to do so. I was going to show him with one of my knockoffs of Devastator, but I transformed him before I took him apart before I did that. So yeah, that's it for this review. This review is going on 20 minutes. As far as next reviews go, I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to review Braun because he's a solid figure. Like I said, I'm going to review some of my legend figures who I feel like are worth talking about. Um, so next review will probably be a Legends review, but it won't be on Braun. It'll be on somebody else. So that's it for this review. Like I said, highly recommend this figure. Just search and hunt. Like I said, because of the age and because of the characters, these figures are going to kind of be, expensive. I just saw on eBay there's an auction for these guys. So, you know, just look around. But if this isn't your thing, there's plenty of other Devastators or other combiners to get. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace, guys.